Do you worry about cash in your business each month? Most CEOs and entrepreneurs do. They want to make money that allows them to pay their team, expenses, and pay themselves, all while being able to save to scale. But if the monthly cash flow can't keep up with expenses, a business owner can quickly find themselves hurting. Welcome to Scaling for Success. We're all about helping businesses grow profitably, scale, and move to the next level. If you're looking for consultancy and mentorship that really makes a difference, subscribe to our channel or visit the Scaling Management Consultant Group website, links in the description below. In today's video, we're exploring why cash flow matters when growing your business. Unfortunately, as COOs and business consultants, we see too many CEOs cutting their own paycheck because they've made mistakes over the years that impact their cash flow today. Take the following scenario as an example. What happens if you don't have cash flow? An entrepreneur has an idea for a business, and it quickly gains traction. The idea turns into a six-figure business complete with a team. To everyone on the team and outside the business, everything seems to be going great. But there's an underlying problem that only the founder sees. The business is hemorrhaging cash. While growing the business, the founders signed up for dozens of different services and software. They brought on team members they needed at that moment without truly accounting for their need in the future or creative solutions. As they've made purchases and subscribed to services, they didn't properly account for or track the recurring expenses. Now, a few years in and ready to scale, the monthly cash flow is less than the monthly expenses. While they're still managing to pay team members and keep the issues under wraps, there's not enough cash flow to scale the business, and they don't even know where it's all going. They're stuck at their current level, but unfortunately, that level means they can't pay themselves. What was the ultimate problem? From a practical standpoint, the issue is very straightforward. There's not enough cash flow. Thus, there either needs to be an increase in cash or a decrease in expenses. But there are other underlying issues as well, in terms of management. In this situation, the entrepreneur needs to reevaluate their mindset around spending and decision-making. They need to be aware of their operating cash flow and work within their means. They're also showing signs of a mindset problem. The founder is working in the short term, which is having long-term consequences. How would we resolve this problem? First, we would work with the entrepreneur and their CPA or bookkeeper to identify where the cash is going each month. From there, we would tackle what each expense is practically doing in the business and determine what needs to stay. We can then make cuts or adjustments as necessary to balance the cash flow with expenses. Next, we would need to adjust the management practices. When we set up methods and processes, we need to set them up with the future in mind. We also need to capitalize on resources and assets we already have access to before purchasing new ones. Finally, we need to tackle their mindset. If they continue to come up with solutions that are only based on the current moment, then they'll always encounter problems in the future. This three-layered approach to practical and mindset roadblocks would help the founder to find the growth they want in their company. What is the ultimate takeaway? Entrepreneurs, founders, and CEOs wear a lot of hats in a business. They're marketers, product developers, bookkeepers, and more. To get started, they have to be all that and more. But at some point, it's really important to admit that they cannot do everything themselves. Most people don't have the financial skills to run a business, and that's okay. There are professionals out there who can give you the tools, resources, strategies, and plans to help you optimize your cash flow so you can grow your business. If a CEO operates with poor financial skills and a short-term mindset, they're setting themselves up for bankruptcy in the future. They might need something in the moment, but if they don't stop to ask themselves what that expense means tomorrow, their future self will hurt. A solution in the moment is not necessarily a solution forever. Whenever you make a decision in your business, ask yourself the following questions. How deep is the problem? Am I putting a Band-Aid on a bullet hole? If I'm coming up with a temporary solution, when do I need to reevaluate it? Why your cash flow is suffering. What decisions have you made in the past few years that you're still feeling the repercussions of in your business? Many times we cannot name the exact decisions, but we can feel the symptoms of those decisions. Yesterday's decisions can make you feel frustrated, annoyed, and anxious today. They leave you with less cash flow than you should have and frustrated because you don't understand why you're not making as much money as you should. Those decisions can make you feel anxious about what happens tomorrow in your business because you don't really understand what happened yesterday. They can also make you annoyed at your business because you don't have the confidence in it that you should. These are the long-term repercussions of decisions you make in a moment and then forget about. Beyond the emotions, though, these decisions continue to impact your cash flow. Whether through expenses you've forgotten you're still paying or through the inability to start something new, the lasting impacts on your business will remain. So how do you solve it? Bring in someone who can work with you to give you the strategy and plan you need to make your business financially sound. A hemorrhaging business cannot scale, so don't let that be your reality. We would highly encourage you to work with someone today to sort out your finances to allow for growth tomorrow. As business consultants and COOs, we work with entrepreneurs every day to set them up for success by identifying where their business is suffering. We help them pinpoint which processes to reevaluate and adjust to grow their business. And best yet, we offer hassle-free, no-obligation 30-minute discovery calls with our founder to see how we could help you. Just email us today. That's all we have time for in today's video, Why Cash Flow Matters in Growing Your Business. Like this video if you found it helpful, and for more content just like this, subscribe to our channel or visit the Scaling Management Consultant Group website at scalinggrp.com.